Welcome back, my name is Emily. I'm so happy that you decided to stop by today because this video is super fun. It's a part of the new release from Miss Ink, and this is actually a sneak peek. So this is some new unreleased products that you will be seeing today. So this stamp set is called Rub-a-Dub Doggies, and you can actually head on over to Miss Ink's YouTube channel, and for today's post you can actually win this stamp set if you leave comments. On this YouTube video, as well as the other 6 videos that will be released during this week, you have a chance to be winning 3 of the new stencil packs. So the stencil packs that you have a chance to win is a complete set of the dots, the 6 masking stencils, as well as both of the rainbow packs that will be released. So super fun, don't miss out, and you have a better chance the more comments you leave, but you don't have to leave comments on every video to have a chance to win the stencils, but of course you have a better chance. So leave some love and you will have a chance to play with these amazing products. So when I was rambling on here, I actually started off by coloring in all of my doggies like bathtubs here. So I went for a rainbow colored order here. I sped this process up a lot. I don't want the focus in this video to be on the coloring process, more on the cute images and a way to create just some fun scenes with these products. If you head on over to Miss Ink's Instagram, you will also see a couple of more inspirational pictures, so don't forget to do that. And of course you have a chance to enter the competition as I talked about previously. So for my bubbles here, I used a combination of warm and cold markers, C1 and Y1, I believe it was. So I also decided to create a background, and I used a stencil. This one is actually from Trinity Stamps. I used what I had in my stash at the time when I created this. You can see the greener spots there. I accidentally spritzed my paper here with some water, and those parts picked up more color than the rest of the panel. So you will see that I will covering up that later on. I used cracked pistachio and peacock feather, and I believe it was antique linen to the bottom of this. I just went around this whole panel creating this color combination, and I just love how this brings a spotlight technique to this card. Super easy, and it just grounds my images so well. So you will see here that I will keep working on this one. I'm spritzing this with some clear water and just dabbing away when I think it looks nice. And I also cut with my dies a rectangle frame that I will be framing all of this with. So you can see here how it looks when I'm placing this down, and I have a grounded image. So simple. You can see I also decided to create another panel at the top there. I wanted to go for a slimline, and at this point I thought I wanted this looking like that. You can see up in the corner there, but I decided to go in a different direction here in a second and to create some bubbles. So here is my solution for all of my scrap pieces of cardstock. So I went in and cut a bunch of them with my circle dies. And this is the layout I came up with, and you will see I start to pull everything apart. Stuff will actually go flying everywhere, and I didn't remember exactly how I laid this out, but I think it worked out fine in the end. But a trick to this is, if you want everything to look exactly the same, you can use a piece of low-tech adhesive. For example, you can use some present seal or masking magic or something like that. Whatever you have in your stash would work fine. You can also use like washi tape if that is something you have a lot of in your stash, and then you can pull everything off and place it down later on in the exact same way. So I started with the larger circles here, going around, making sure that I like the position of them. When I was happy with that, I went in with the smaller ones, starting with the second to largest circle here, going around, adhering them, making sure that I have space for them, and then on top of them or underneath, I will tuck some of them underneath. I will bring in the larger or the smaller ones. So this is always my favorite part when I'm creating a card, to just see how everything is coming together. And I just love this rainbow order that we went in, and you can see I mixed and matched the colors of my dog's bathtubs here, so they didn't like, I didn't, for example, put a green tab, I don't know if you can say that, but a green doggy's tab on top of a green dot, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. Anyway, that was my thought process, and I'm sorry I'm a little bit off camera here on the top. I didn't realize how tall my card was and how my camera was a little bit zoomed in at this moment here, but I will show you the finished card in a while here, so you will see everything. And for my dogs, I popped them up with some foam tape just to make sure that I got a little bit more of a dimension between our colored dots here and the background and the dogs, of course. So for the sentiment, I went with Soak Your Troubles Away. Such a cute and nice sentiment, and I don't think I have any like sentiments like this in my stash, so I was excited to create a card like this. When you have a card like this, you could actually go for a couple of sentiments if you wanted to, but for today I just went with a black sentiment on top of white cardstock, just to calm everything down as well, since we had a lot of color and shapes and everything going on this card. I just wanted a neutral sentiment that would stand out against our background and images and everything. So I'm cutting off the exit there of our circles, and then I'm bringing in a white gel pen, and this is also a really fun part for me in this process of the video. I love going in with the highlights. As always, I'm no expert at this. I'm just going around making sure that I like how it looks and bringing it a little bit more dimension. And I will also do this to all the dots, you will see here in a second, and that was so much fun. I really think it looks like bubbles when they are all colored in here. Super fun and so fast to do. It took no time at all, and it makes all the difference. So I also went in with some pretty pink Pear's clear sequin mix, and I'm just deliberately scattering them around my panel here. I'm making sure that I am maximizing the feel for bubbles in this project, and also if I had some spaces where I thought it looked a little bit empty, I filled them in just to make sure that we have a really full and fun card front here. So for our other project here, I will adhere with some glue, liquid glue, our frame, gold glitter frame. And here you can see the technique I was talking about with the previous card. I use some present seal, and then I can just peel off everything and make sure that I have everything positioned the way I wanted it to. So for the yellow dog there, I actually went in straight down with some glue. And for the rest of the dogs and sentiments and everything, I will pop them up using some Scotch foam tape. So here you can see how everything looks. Making sure I'm leaving a little bit space on the bottom there for my sentiment. Pamper yourself. I went with that one. And I had the same mindset when I chose my sentiment. I didn't heat emboss in gold or anything. Even though I think that would actually have coordinated with our gold frame in a nice way, but I just used the black sentiment on top of it, and I think it looks super nice and clean. I found this little duck and I just tucked him in with the sentiment and some more bubbles for one of the dogs. I just love those, and some for the background as well. And then I will of course go in with some bling on this card as well, so I used the same Pretty Pink Pear's clear sequin mix for this card as well. And that pretty much finished off our both of our cards. So don't forget about the giveaway. Leave a comment here and on all the videos during the week for a chance to win some amazing stencils. And head on over to Miss Ink's YouTube channel, Instagram account for a chance to win this stamp set and a lot of more stamp sets that will be released very soon. So stay tuned, and the sneak week will just keep getting better and better. So until next time, have a great day. Bye!